Hey y'all, I am in downtown Houston today. I hope that y'all can hear me over all this noise, but I decided today to do a raw video coming out of the juvenile detention center today. I always feel a way coming out of the building, and I said today I'm gonna, make a video coming straight out. I couldn't find a place to set the camera up, and I finally found a place. It's not the best place, but here we go. So today I spoke with a few boys at the facility. The first floor, not many of the boys were wanting to talk. They're just laying around. It's Sunday. It's a chilly day, but a nice day nonetheless. They wouldn't know, because they're inside. But for the most part, everybody on the first floor was just chilling, hanging out. And that's the floor I was assigned to. I was about to leave, and I said, let me check another floor, even though other people were supposed to be going to those floors. So I went to the 5th floor, and immediately I walk in. It's way different than the other floor I was on. A lot of the guys were sitting around watching TV with one of the guards, and they're engaging me. I'm engaging them. I sit at the table with a few of them, 3 young black boys and 2 Hispanic boys, and we just get to talking. Of course, always sharing the gospel with them in a way that allows them to understand. And 2 of the boys, the 2 Hispanic boys, shared with me a little bit about witchcraft. Now, for the past few days, I've been doing some videos on witchcraft. I haven't uploaded them yet, but I just did some videos about this. Both of these young men tell me that their mothers, their sisters, are in witchcraft. It's something that has been taught to them. The oldest child I talked to today was like 16. But these 2 boys in particular, I believe, are 15, both of them. And I won't share their names, but they're telling me that their mothers, fathers absent, of course, mothers opened them up to witchcraft, Santa Muerte to be exact, which is something I was doing a video on last night. And one of the black boys said that he always says he's praying. He's going to go pray. And this whole time I'm thinking he's praying to God, right? And he said, come to find out, he's praying to this skeleton thing. And he was like, every time he says, I'm going to go pray, whatever he prays about happens. So he prayed that one of the guys next to him would leave the facility because he was stirring up trouble with everyone. And normally they don't leave on the weekend. It's normally Monday through Friday. When the boy went in to pray on Friday night about the guy in the next cell, he said on yesterday evening at that, he was released from the facility, which is not normal. And he said every time he goes in to pray about something, it happens. So we get into that conversation. I go deeper into that with him, pretty much telling him why he should not be praying to that thing. Told him about Jesus, told him about the gospel. A lady actually happened to come in and shared some books with them, the book of John, just a little, not a pamphlet, but a small book just about the book of John, right in the middle of us talking about this stuff when we're talking about where to start in the Bible. This young man, one of them, like, pretty much is saying he's receptive, of course, he's respectful, and he's saying, like, he just feels like when he was out doing all his dirt and doing wrong, he was never praying to God and before. So, like, why would he pray to God now? God isn't going to hear him. He doesn't want anything to do with him. Is pretty much what he's saying. I don't know who told him that, but this is what he's saying. So I'm explaining to him that's not the case. He's listening more, but eventually he gets up and he walks away, which is fine. It's okay. If you don't want to hear what I'm saying, that's fine. Everybody else was receptive. Everyone was respectful regardless. But the second young man that stayed, that was talking about the witchcraft, he starts saying that he knows what I'm saying is true. He knows that Jesus is real, but his mom and his sister pray to the witchcraft thing to the altar, and they have to give it so much stuff. They have to give it money, they have to give it liquor, they have to give it drugs for it to do what they want it to do. And every day he goes and prays to that thing, and he's saying he's praying to Jesus sometimes, and he's praying to that, to that idol, to that witchcraft. And he's looking me in my face telling me that he wants to stop doing it because he believes what I'm saying. He knows that what I'm saying is true. But his mom told him he can't. If he stops, that thing is going to kill him or his family. So he's literally crying out for help, saying he wants to stop, but his mother is telling him that he can't. And he, we end up ending the session, of course, because I had to go. But he's saying, Miss, I believe everything you're saying, and I know it's true, but I just can't. I just can't stop. And that weighs so heavy on me as a believer, as a mother, as a woman, because going into these facilities, I want to save them all, especially the kids. I don't want to leave them in that state of mind, or when I know I can give them some guidance or help them more. But coming and talking to someone once a week or every other week or something, and for the rest of their week they're talking to their mother, or they're here in a cell dealing with what they're dealing with, what I'm saying is probably not going to stick. I know that we're called to just plant the seed, to water the seed, and God will bring the harvest. God will bring in whatever it is that they need to learn, what they need to know, the Holy Spirit, whatever it may be. But it's hard leaving a facility like that, looking at someone that is the same age as one of my children, same age as my children, and not being able to help them, not being able to guide them properly, and them being taught and in relationship with people that have taught them these things. And, I'm not just attacking the mothers, because they got it from somewhere too, right? So when you recognize and realize that this is spiritual warfare, what comes along with this journey, with this walk, you tend to give people more grace. But it really sucks to hear a kid talk about at the age of 15, knowing that what they're doing is wrong, what they've been taught is wrong, but it's their parent that's teaching them that thing. And there's not much you can do for them in the physical, because he just kept saying, when I pray to the thing, whatever I need, it happens right away. When I pray to God, it takes too long. I knew this was going to happen, but anyway, he said, when I pray to the witchcraft, what I want happens almost right away. When I pray to God, it takes too long. I tried my best to help him with how I could help him in that moment. And of course, I'll be in prayer, in my prayer closet, about them too a lot. And I know that God can overcome all those things that they're dealing with. But the sad part about it is they don't believe it. They don't know what to do. They're only children. They're being taught by their parents to do these things. And it's very heartbreaking. So anyway, I just wanted to say in this video, thank you, God, the same thing I said to them in another video I was making yesterday. I was just talking about this stuff. In Ephesians 6:12, it says, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. And I hold on to that because I know that anything, these children can overcome anything. All those things can be broken. But it just sucks to know that mothers are teaching their children these things. And I was doing my video about spiritual warfare and generational curses, and I asked them, when does it stop? Where does it stop? It stops when somebody decides this is not happening. When someone decides this is no longer happening in their family, and they decide that they want to stop it, that's when it stops. But it's not going to be easy. And of course, as a child, I can understand them saying, wait, I'm going to get all this backlash, or there's a possibility that some bad things are going to happen to me when I stop praying to this thing and start following God. It's easy to explain, but it's hard as well. It's hard to receive, I understand. I know that God equipped me for this journey. And I know that I can't stop at every bump in the road or every time it gets hard. But today that weighed real heavy on me. And I just wanted to share it. Y'all make sure to like the video, comment. You know, I see a lot of Hispanics, Latinos, Browns, whatever you want to call us, into witchcraft, spiritual warfare, like, not spiritual warfare, but this, in the spiritual warfare, like, in this fight. And of course, other ethnicities as well, but so present in the Hispanic community with the things that they're doing. And so many people were raised on these things and don't even realize how demonic this stuff is and the strongholds it has on us. So leave a comment. Do you deal with any of these things? Do your parents believe in these things? Like, y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a lot more videos like this. I just hope that it reaches people in a way that it needs to reach them. Y'all, Jesus is the only way. He's the way, the truth, the light. The only way. Y'all have a blessed day.